guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another speed build. Today we are doing a 7-bedroom house. I think this is the biggest house I have made in a while, and I really wanted to do something that was for bigger families, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of smaller homes lately, which is definitely something that's right up my alley. I tend to really like smaller homes because I feel like you get way more detailed with them. But I think I got pretty detailed with this house, like especially the bedrooms. And I had a lot of fun with it. So I'm really excited that I did a bigger house. And so that's what we're doing here today. Like usual, I used a ton of season stuff, I think. I don't remember. I know I was like, I'm going to build a big house because I haven't done one since Seasons came out. And then I feel like I didn't use all that much stuff that came with Seasons. I know I used some. Like I used one of the new double beds. And one of the things I was realizing is I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't use the new single bed at all in this house. And there's 7 bedrooms and I didn't use it. I keep forgetting we have it, which is kind of odd. But yeah, this is sort of the shape. I mess around with the roof forever trying to get a interesting shape. I think it comes out kind of cute in the end. It's different. We also made sure to add this section in the front. The roof we're just adding now ends up being a glass roof, which I thought looked really nice to just be over the porch area. So, I don't know. I'm enjoying glass roofs. I have more things I want to build. And speaking of which, if there's anything in particular you want to see me build, please leave those suggestions down below because I'm going to be doing some pre-recording later tonight and tomorrow because I will be away next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. I'm so confused because I have a cosplay convention I go to every year. And so I will be away. And I am going to be doing a ton of recording for the next 2 weeks this weekend, so if there's anything you'd like to see, feel free to leave those suggestions. I probably won't be able to get to all of them, but it's always good to know what things you guys would like to see, and it inspires me so much to see all of your suggestions, especially for builds. And so I'm just excited to do a lot of recording, and I have heard you guys that have been saying, bring more Seasons Let's Play. Gonna be doing that hopefully next week. I'm hoping to have out 2 parts. So I'm really excited about that because I've been enjoying the LP a lot, but I've also been enjoying building a lot. So it's kind of hard to get a balance because I upload 5 days a week. And yeah, I could technically, I guess, upload more than that. But I also work like 40 to 45 hours a week, a full-time job, which is overnight. And like, I don't have time to do more than 5 videos. I know I did 7 videos a week last year. I don't know how I manage that, to be honest, because I have trouble just getting 5 a week currently. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of time, and I don't like posting something unless I feel like I worked hard on it and I'm proud of it, because I don't want to just pump out content for the sake of doing so, which uploading 5 days a week is already a lot, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, I added this cute little kids area out here. I added that. I also added the kiddie pool, and I made a little sandbox that had the toddler slide going into it, which I thought would be cute. There's only 1 toddler room in this house, but there's a bunch of, I think there's 2 kids' rooms, maybe 3. So I thought this would be a really cute area to have, and I wish we had actual sandboxes. We've been getting more toddler stuff lately, so I shouldn't complain because we obviously have the slide in the jungle gym, and now we have the kiddie pools, which I think are super cute. So I'm excited about that. I haven't really played with the kiddie pools yet, though, because I haven't had a lot of time to play with Seasons in my own personal play. And in my Let's Plays, neither of the Let's Plays I have going right now have gotten to use the kiddie pool. Maybe I'll have to use that in Parenthood before we age up Elias. That would be a good idea, I think. But anyway, we're decorating the outside area. I skipped a good portion of the landscaping, even though there wasn't that much, because I had to cut a lot out of this video because this took hours to do. And we're in for a long voiceover here. I don't know how I'm going to talk for 27 minutes, but we're going to try. So we're just adding some cute plants here onto that. I love that little, that flower and candle decoration that we put on the table. I also really like that birdhouse. I never placed that anywhere. I add the bird feeder and the bird fountain a lot, but I never had the birdhouse. So I was excited to do that. Added those over there, and we got a nice umbrella. Lots of umbrellas here, a nice pool. I'm really hoping, this is just, I'm going to just spew out my thoughts as they come to mind, because I was like looking at the pool, and I was like, pools, we can't do much with pools, but now we have Seasons and summer, and I'm really hoping that we'll get some kind of stuff pack this summer that will have like pool related items. Maybe we'll have water slides or pool floats and stuff like that. I would really, really enjoy that because I feel like those are things that would really enhance summer gameplay in particular. And I feel like even though they just announced we're not getting teasers anymore and there might be quarters without content or paid content, that they also talked about this being the summer of The Sims. So I feel like there's got to be some new content this summer, I'm hoping. Unless, like, they're going to give us some really major free update, which would be really cool as well. Like, give me cars and pool things. I will be happy. Like, I'd be fine with a pool stuff pack. If they got a lot of cool pool stuff in it, that'd be fine. But I would also, like, if it was a free update, that'd be cool too. Like, I love the free updates we've gotten. Like, we've gotten toddlers that way. I think we originally got pools that way too, because pools weren't in the base game. They came a little while later. Same thing with ghosts. And I think basements too, maybe? I'm not sure. And like I already said, toddlers, that was probably the biggest one. I love this kitchen. Also, this house is very blue. The outside is blue. There's a lot of blue on the interior. I didn't try and stay away from it this time. I just let it happen. But I think it's okay because this kitchen is so cute. And I don't think I've ever used this color of these cabinets before. These counters, they are so pretty. So I thought this was a very different kitchen for me because I usually use like the color of the like flooring in here is the color I use on the counters. So it was a nice change, and I think it looks really cozy, and I think it matches really well with the outside of the house. Because I have a problem, at least I think I do, I don't know if you guys agree, that I feel like I build houses and I decorate the interior, and that the outside doesn't match the interior. I don't know if that's just me that's thinking that or what, but I feel like I have an issue with that. But we ended up putting a painting over here, not that one. I tried to make this one work forever. I keep wishing it had more things on it because I think it's gorgeous. I just wish there was more swatches on it, even though we do have plenty. I don't know. Me being picky. But I added this over here as well as the nice broom and dustpan. I really like adding that for some reason. I also add like a little cabinet underneath that wreath I put on the wall, but I end up moving it over off camera later because I forgot I needed a door right there heading into the garage. Because this house has a garage as well as, like, it has extra things. Obviously it has a pool in the backyard and it has a garage, and it has the weight room and the piano room, and I think those are the only weird rooms in the house, but I don't know. I had fun with them. And I also want to know if you guys have ever, if you know what I mean by a piano room. I guess I was inspired to do that because growing up, and even still so, my aunt, whenever we go to her house, like, she has a separate room in her house that there is 2 chairs, a couch, and a piano. And that's all that's ever been in there. So it's just like, yeah, I just got to add a piano room. I don't know if that's a normal thing other people have or not, but in my family, it was just like, that's the piano room. So I added one of those. Also, I think I just hit my mic, so sorry about that. We also, since this is such a big house and I wanted there to be space for more than just the people that live here, I made sure to combine 2 tables together here so we could have actually 6 people sitting, because there would be 8 in this household, I would assume, if there's 7 bedrooms. So you can have 2 extra people at the table. So I thought that was kind of a good idea. And once again, it's a very blue room. I don't remember if I changed the wall color in here, but this whole house has a lot of blue themes in it because I just fully embraced it. I was like, yes, this needs to be blue. Everything needs to be blue. I love blue. Let's use blue. And I feel like there's been a couple of people lately that have just been not in on the joke. I have a problem with making everything blue. Like, it's more so like the interiors and the exteriors, although I do the exteriors a lot too, and I did with this house. But like when I go to build a room, it's like every room is either beige or blue. There's like no other colors, and most of the time it's blue. And when I try and stay away from blue, it's beige. And it's just, I can't get away with it. And so whenever I do it, I address it. Whenever I don't do it, it's a big accomplishment. And I'm only bringing this up because I've gotten a couple of comments both here and on Twitter when I like make a joke about it, and they're like, what's wrong with blue? Blue's a great color. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, but like, I can't stop using it. And I also got another point that there are so many blue swatches in this game, and I agree, not all of them match, but there is so much variety just within the color blue that you can make so many different things that are blue. But I really like this dining room. I think it's really cute. It has plenty of seating as well as a nice bar and storage, and I really like it. I love that cabinet that came with Jungle Adventure that we put the plants and the little cat statue on. It's just so cute. And I changed the flowers on the kitchen counter, or the island in there, the color of them so many times. But anyway, this is the living room. I don't remember what couches we used. I built this over the course of a couple of days because it took forever to build. I actually think I did use those couches from Seasons. Think I did. I've also lately had this, I don't know if it's a problem or if it looks good or if I'm just being critical, I have no idea. But I feel like I've been making living rooms too big so that I end up having like a seated area with a TV and the fireplace is just in a weird spot. And I end up putting little cushions in front of it. I'm like, oh yeah, you can just cuddle up in front of the fireplace. And it's just been how I've been dealing with the fact that it doesn't have, like the room doesn't make sense. I don't know if anyone relates or if you think it looks fine that way or if that's a realistic way to have a living room, not dining room, living room. I haven't had a proper living room in many, many years. But I don't know. I think it looks cute, but it is kind of weird and I don't know how I feel about that. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about that, I guess. Like, is that normal? Does it look awkward? Is it a problem? Have you seen houses like that? It could just be the way the furniture is placed. I'm not sure. But I used this table from Jungle Adventure because I thought it looked really nice with the floor in this room. And once again, like I always do, I feel like I do a mixture of styles in my houses. Like I'll bring in like one piece. Like I feel like the Jungle Adventure table is a different style than the rest of the room. But I feel like it was just like that little unique piece that maybe this family that's moving in here has. That they found somewhere or they went on vacation and they purchased it. Like, I feel like everyone in my family has that. They're like, oh yeah, this is this thing from wherever. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And there's just like unique stories behind things. And I always do that in my builds because I'm like, I think this looks really cool. It's a unique conversation piece and I like having that. But here's those cushions. I'm just adding cushions because I don't know what else to do with the space. Because I don't want extra chairs and stuff. And I guess those technically are chairs, but they don't look like chairs. Then I had this corner. I was like, what am I going to do with this corner? And I think I ended up adding a chess table. So you can play chess. Which I guess is good because I feel like I don't add enough skill building items in my houses. Because I'm like, how many people just have easels and chess tables everywhere? Nobody I know. I think my best friend owns an easel maybe. But I think it's like a mini one, like a table one. If she even has that, she might not. If you're listening to this, do you have an easel? I don't know. I know you have canvases and stuff. And you painted me an amazing picture for Christmas last year. But I don't know if you have an easel. I also have only met one person in my life that had like a stand-up chess table like that. And it was the most bizarre thing in the world because I was like, people in real life have these? It was also, I think, the first time I ever saw one. And it was like glass. And it was really cool. It was when I was in middle school. Yeah. This boy I had a crush on. I don't think he knew I had a crush on him. But let me tell you, I hung out with him a lot and he was about to move. And I went over to say bye to him. And he hugged me. And I was hardcore, like, crushing on him. And I kept just fantasizing about this hug. I know that's really weird and kind of a strange thing to be talking about on this build. But, like, when you were in, like, middle school or elementary school and you had a crush on somebody, was it, like, silly things like that your mind went to? Like, I was such a little kid. Anyway, this is the piano room. I think it's kind of cute. Very curious if anyone else has a piano room. My aunt didn't have a grand piano, but the only, like, smaller piano we have in the game is a keyboard, and they didn't have a keyboard. They had a piano. Like, they had, like, one of the ones that sits against the wall. I wish we had some of those in the game. I guess the closest thing we have is, like, the pipe organ, which is not something I would want to put in this house. But I think this is a cozy room. Maybe the kids have piano lessons, and they come in here, and there's places to sit. They can perform for their family and have lessons in there. So I thought that was kind of a nice thing to add, especially in a larger home where you have so much space. It's a room that could definitely be sectioned off for something else. Maybe it'll be an office. I don't know. Like anything you'd want it to be. Actually, that would work really well as an office, I think. Making sure to add the umbrella, what is it called? Holder by the door so you can select your umbrellas for the rainy days that you get in the game now that we have seasons. I love that object so much. I don't know. We also added another cushion under the table in the hallway. And I add tons of storage here. I don't know why. I love in hallways or just in extra areas adding a ton of storage like this because I feel like it's so helpful. And they have a pretty big kitchen and a pretty big family, and this would be a good place to keep cookware, as well as like stuff that you put in your pantry. They probably buy in bulk. Raise your hand if you've ever been to a Costco. I know when I was a kid, we went there a lot. And my family bought me a membership this year. Like, I don't need to buy in bulk much, but let me tell you, I go there for strawberries. That's such a weird thing to go there for, but they are so good. But anyway, this is the home gym. I added that like puzzle mats on the floor, which I thought was pretty realistic for gym stuff. I know we had those when I did martial arts as a kid, and I'm probably going to be purchasing some soon because I'm going to be doing some more custom caging, I guess. Not really, I don't like that word. I'm going to be like, we're going to be moving early next year, and we're going to be doing like a custom setup like with her X-Pen and stuff for our Rabbit Wednesday, and I wanted to get some puzzle board. What is that? What it's called? Puzzle mat. I called it by its name like a minute ago, and I don't remember. To put on the floor and cover in some like softer material, so it's really nice on her feet because I don't want her to get sore hocks. Anyway, we are into the garage, which I always just put washers and dryers in because that's what we put in basements in real life. So I was like, I don't want to build a basement, so here's washer and dryer. I also never build basements. Maybe I should build a house that actually has a basement sometime soon. I don't do that very often. I feel like I did it more often in The Sims 3 when we had constrained floor elevation because it was like a basement, but it wasn't a basement. It was actually the first floor and you were entering on the second floor, and I missed that. I don't know if we're ever going to get that again, and if we did, I would like it to be a little bit less complicated than it was before. And I actually saw a post today that somebody, I think it was Iron Seagull, posted like his opinion that The Sims 3 wasn't as good as everyone remembers it to be, and I kind of relate. I loved The Sims 3 so very much. It was the first Sims game I got really, really, really into because I played The Sims 2 a lot on console, actually. And then I got The Sims 3 and I I got lost in it. And so I love the game, but it had so many problems. So many problems. Doesn't mean I'm never going to play it again, but yeah, it has a lot of problems. And there's also just a lot of things in The Sims 4 that were improved upon that are like hard to go back on now. This is the master bedroom, and it's really cute. It's brown, which is kind of a strange color scheme, but I really, really like it. I think it looks really cozy and warm in here, and am I adding a chair over there? I think I'm trying to. Okay, I added a chair over there. Didn't know if I was going to keep that or not. I have this nice painting up here, and yeah, I don't know. I think it came out pretty cute. Ended up adding like a nice mirror over here. I think another plant, because there's plants in every corner of this house and in every corner of every house I build because I love plants, more so in The Sims than in real life. Unless they're fake, then they're fine, but even then I don't buy them very often. Maybe when I move, because I think when I move we're going to get like more legit furniture, although we do have some legit furniture, but this is my first apartment, so like some of the stuff is just kind of like thrown together, but I'm fully planning on decorating our new apartment. And I'm excited about that. And I'll have my own office, so there won't be any more of Wednesday throwing things in the background. So that'll be wonderful. Anyway, this is the first like kids' bedroom I went and did. And as you saw in the like master bedroom, I went full detail in these rooms, and I had so much fun with it, especially in this room. It's so colorful. And I imagine there was a kid in here that was really into void critters, or like I think of it as Pokemon, but also really into animals in real life. And so I was kind of imagining this kid was going to grow up to be a vet. And they got their passion for animals through void critters. And I don't know, I just had like weird like ideas in my head, like who this like kid is that has this room. And I also imagined one of the kids in the house is really into music, hence why we put like that whole DJ setup down in the garage so they could probably practice and hang out with their friends and stuff out there when mom walks in to interrupt them to change the laundry, or dad, or I don't know, or older sister. But I really had a lot of fun with this room, and it's very bright and colorful and goofy, and I never use those curtains, and I think that's because I feel like they're kind of a strange curtain. But I was like, oh, but if he's an animal lover and he likes void critters, then they make sense. I guess it could be a girl that's in there too. It's very gender neutral colors. Not that, I mean, I think all colors gender neutral basically, but I feel like people kind of still have that connotation that like blue is boys and pink is girls. And sometimes I'll make rooms that are more so in that theme just because sometimes they look nice. And if you have that play style, then why not? But I also had a lot of fun with this room. It's a very outdoorsy toddler's room. This is the one toddler's room that I made, and I really like it. And I realized earlier today that I feel like I always use the same ottoman to make changing tables. And I feel like I should use some other ones because that one's really small. But I really like the texture on it. It looks the most like a changing tabletop to me out of all the ottomans we have, other than the one that came with bowling stuff. But I don't know. I want actual changing tables in the game. I feel like babies and elders need a lot of updates. Babies, there's like nothing you can do with them. Elders, they're just like adults that walk a little funny and have some issues if they woohoo too much or exercise too much. I feel like we need some updates. I'd like some canes. I'd like some of the things we got with Generations, honestly, in The Sims 3, where we could, show pictures of our grandchildren. Obviously the canes. Just like some cute things like that. I don't know. I feel like the elders just don't get enough love in this game. Neither do the babies. The babies are essentially objects, and it's fine. I don't see them updating that. Although if they don't update that, we're not going to have changing tables. Ooh, that's rough. Maybe the changing tables will just work for the toddlers, which, I'd like them to use for babies too, but I mean, I could deal. I still want like updated gameplay for the younger Sims. I think did I skip a whole room? I don't know, but we're in this room right now, which I think is really cute. This is the bed that came with Seasons, and this is very purple girly. Well, I was just talking about like colors not being with certain genders, but I feel like this one's like a stereotypically girly room, and I say this in every voiceover, every time I make a pastel-y purple room, this looks like my sister's room growing up, because with the exception of, I don't think there's too many butterflies in here. She had purple, everything, and butterflies, so it's not as as like that. Also, right here I'm realizing I have this, and there's these green leaves, and I need to put them in this toddler's room, because it's an outdoorsy toddler's room, and they need the leaves. Very important. I had to go back in there and adjust to that. But I think this room came out really, really cute. I love this little like spring banner that we got with Seasons. It's so cute. And also added some wooden hearts. I don't remember what I added on this wall. Probably just a big painting. I always seem to have a big wall like that, and I'm like, I don't know what to put on this. Like, it looks so awkward. In real life, I feel like you wouldn't have anything there. But in The Sims, it's just like, it feels too empty to not have anything there. So I put a big painting there. Hopefully that looks okay. Added some shoes, some makeup. Like, I'm going full out on these rooms, and I think I was just having a lot of fun with it, because sometimes I don't, because generally when people download my houses, or when I in the past have downloaded houses before, I customize them. I just like, I need the shell. I want the bedrooms to be customized to my Sims. So if you download this, you're probably not going to keep the bedrooms the way they are, unless you happen to have a family that's exactly how this is laid out for. So, like, I didn't need to go to town on them, but I was having so much fun. And sometimes that just happens. You get lost in a build, and you're just like, this is the best ever. I'm so excited. And that's, like, my favorite thing about The Sims. Like, you can just get lost and have so much fun with it. And I love using this bed. This is a room I feel like I should have used the new canopy bed in, but I didn't, because I keep forgetting about it. But I love this bed in this color swatch, because I think gray looks so great with everything. I'm just like, gray is my favorite color. I want everything to be gray, and I think the pink looks really nice with it. Even though I'm not too much of a pink person, I don't really like the color pink that much, which is funny, because every time I say that, my mom likes to remind me that when I was a child, I loved the color pink. Everything I had to be pink. I would only eat strawberry frosted donuts because they were the only pink ones. And to this day, I still do eat strawberry frosted donuts, not because they're pink, but because they're delicious. But I also, like, it's not just like, oh, everything had to be pink. She's like, don't you remember your pink birthday? And there's photos of me as like, I think it was like 2 or 3. And on my birthday cake, it didn't just say happy birthday, Tanya. It said happy pink birthday, Tanya. And it was pink, and there was pink everything. And I don't really remember being obsessed with pink. I just have the memories of my family letting me know I was obsessed with pink, and how every year on Easter and Christmas, well, mostly Christmas, because we do hard-boiled, like, colored eggs for Christmas as well as Easter in my family. And they would do green ones for Christmas, but they would always make 1 or 2 pink ones, because Tanya only liked pink eggs, and I don't remember it. But my grandma tells the story every single year, and she won't stop making those 2 pink eggs, and so I took those 2 pink eggs. And I don't know how this got into stories about pink eggs, and me liking strawberry frosted donuts, and earlier talking about, like, being hugged by a boy I liked in middle school. Like, this is just a weird story time video, which I think that's partially because I've just been watching I don't know why. I always fall down these YouTube rabbit holes. Last year, it was like I watched every single video that Shane Dawson has ever made, and I'm still watching, like, everything he makes because he's amazing, and his recent stuff this year has just been amazing. I love Shane Dawson so much. But the, like, past week or so, I don't know why, I fell down a really big The Gabby Show rabbit hole, which I've never watched her before, and I've just watched, like, 30 videos of hers in the last couple days, and I don't know why, and she just has all kinds of crazy stories, and I think I'm just, like, in that mindset right now, and then all of a sudden, here's all these things that I just thought of while I'm working on this video and looking at this speed build that popped into my mind. So there you go, colored eggs and whatever else I talked about. This bedroom, I think, came out really cute as well. It's very peachy. I love this swatch on this bed from Cats and Dogs. I think it's my favorite one. And it makes it so every time I use it, the whole room ends up being this peachy color. And I think it's really pretty. And then I think the last thing we're doing is adding a little seating and, like, gaming area up here. Although I don't think I added a gaming console. But that's kind of the idea I had. A little TV area for the kids to be away from the parents. So yeah, that's basically it. But we're going to be coming to the end of the video here in a moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to like this video. Also, you can click subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a video. If you'd like to download this, the info will also be in the description down below, which you can also search in the gallery by searching Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.